right now. I'm just asking you some questions.
For what purpose?
For actually filming down back there in our private parking area.
A man is standing outside a police department with a camera. He's filming the building when officers approach him and demand identification. The man refuses, insisting that recording in public is legal. The officers say he's acting suspicious and begin questioning him. Within minutes, the conversation turns into a tense debate about constitutional rights, police authority, and the limits of investigative detention. So the question becomes, was this a lawful police investigation? Or did the officers cross the line into an unlawful detention? Let's take a closer look.
Okay, is that a crime?
It is right now. Do you have your ID?
No, it's not a crime right now.
Can you grab your ID for me, please?
No. Am I being detained for a crime?
Dispatch. We'll be out with a party. Maine and...
Am I being detained?
Presently, right now.
For what?
So I can figure out what's going on.
That's not a crime.
Okay, why don't you grab your ID for me?
No.
You're refusing to...
Why don't you tell me what crime I'm committing?
Okay, right now, you're a suspicious party.
That's not a crime.
It is a crime right now. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
It's not a crime.
Okay, why don't you grab your ID for me so I can identify you?
No.
You're refusing to be ID'd right now.
That's correct.
Okay, sit tight for just a second.
Your name is Peck, badge number 7099.
Are you okay? Are you having a medical condition?
I'm fine.
Okay, because you're shaking quite a bit.
Yeah.
Are you on any drugs right now?
I'm talking to an armed guy who's
okay, I'm a police officer.
So, you know,
I'm a state
that's
certified
kind of a
police
reason
officer.
to be.
At this point, the officer describes the man as a suspicious party, but in the United States, simply appearing suspicious is not a crime. Under the Supreme Court case, Terry versus Ohio, police officers may briefly detain someone only if they have reasonable suspicion that a crime has occurred, is occurring, or is about to occur. That suspicion has to be based on specific facts, not just a vague feeling. So the key question here is simple. Did the officer actually suspect a specific crime, or was he just trying to figure out who the man was? That distinction determines whether this interaction is a voluntary conversation or a legal detention.
I haven't threatened you at any point. I'm just trying to determine what's going on.
Yeah, you've got your hand on your gun.
I have my hand resting on my
you're
belt.
telling me I'm committing a crime, which I'm not.
Okay, you're a suspicious party
So
right now, so I'm just stopping to speak to you.
Well,
Just trying to determine who you are, why you're filming the back area of the police department. That's all I'm doing.
okay, well,
You're refusing to be ID'd right now. You're not going to supply your identification.
I'm not going to consent to anything.
Okay, I'm not asking you to consent. I'm asking you for your ID so I can verify who you are.
Well, my answer is no.
Okay.
You're asking me for it, I'm telling you no.
Sit tight for just a second. That's great.
Okay.
This moment is one of the most important in the entire encounter. The officer openly states that he's not sure what the man is doing and that he's trying to determine what is going on. Police officers are always allowed to ask questions, but once someone is told they must stay while an investigation is conducted, that situation can become a detention. And legally, a detention must be supported by reasonable suspicion of a criminal offense. So, when the officer admits he isn't sure what crime might be happening, it raises an important legal question. Was there actually enough justification to hold the man there?
Okay, what crime are you detaining me for?
You're a suspicious party right now.
Because you need reasonable suspicion that
Right.
I'm committing
And
a
you're-
crime.
Right. And
What crime?
You're a suspicious party right now, wandering around,
Okay,
filming a city
that's
building.
fine that you think
and
I'm
that's a little bit
suspicious,
unusual.
but what crime do you suspect me of committing?
Okay, I just explained to you. You can continue to talk in circles.
That's not
fine.
a crime. You told me it's not a crime.
I told you that you're a suspicious party who's walking around
But
in
not of
lot
a crime.
filming personal
Just the guy you
vehicles.
don't like.
I've never met you before.
So what do you suspect me of doing?
I'm not sure. That's what I'm trying to determine right now.
Well, you need to have that to be able to detain me.
Okay, I'm not sure where
So
you got
right
your
now
law
you're
degree.
illegally detaining me.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you
Conducting an
are.
investigation. I'm speaking to you.
You are illegally detaining me.
Okay.
If you're just conducting an investigation, I can go. But you
can't go
told
right
me
now.
I'm being
No,
detained.
you are while I conduct an investigation
So
to try to
you
determine
need a
who
crime
you are.
that you suspect me of committing.
Sir, I'm not going to talk over you. I'm going to explain to you what's going on right now.
I mean, I'm just explaining you should know the law. You're a police
Okay.
officer.
And I've already explained to you why I've stopped you to speak to you.
Okay, well,
Okay? So the only reason that I'm trying to speak to you is because you're walking around the police department, filming the private areas of the police department, the back of the building, the front of the building. You got to determine who you are.
I've explained to you the law that you need to know, so I'm not really going
Okay.
to talk
I'm
to you
not sure where you
anymore.
got your criminal degree or your law degree, but I think you might want to get your money back on that one, okay?
Here, the second officer introduces an important piece of context. He explains that just a few weeks earlier, someone fired multiple gunshots near the police department building. That information helps explain why officers might be more alert to people walking around the back area of the building. Courts often evaluate situations like this using what's called the totality of the circumstances. In other words, they look at all surrounding facts together. However, Increased caution alone does not automatically justify detaining someone. There still needs to be a clear connection between the person and possible criminal activity.
What's your badge number?
8666. How you doing? What's going on today? You're all right? You're shaking a lot. Okay?
Do you have identification on you? Are you a resident of Middletown? Sir? Are you suffering from a medical condition?
Are you physically okay right now? It's a simple question. Was he in the back hall?
Yeah, he was actually right up on the back sidewalk, going down lower arcade.
Oh, we got a real disaster here.
You know why we're making contact with you, sir? Sir, are you aware why we're making contact with you?
I already informed Officer Peck that I wasn't going to speak to you anymore, so
I didn't hear you say that. I apologize. I missed you when you said that.
I made it pretty clear.
Did you hear what happened in Meriden not too long ago? Sir, did you hear what happened in Meriden not too long ago?
I already informed Officer Peck I'm not going to speak to you, so if you have something to say to me, fine, but I'd like to be on my way.
Down on the back sidewalk.
Be on your way in a second. I just want to explain to you why we're talking to you. Okay?
At this point, the encounter becomes more heated. The man accuses the officers of violating their oath to uphold the Constitution. Encounters like this often escalate because both sides believe they are defending the law. From the citizen's perspective, he believes his constitutional rights are being ignored. From the officer's perspective, they may believe they are investigating suspicious activity near a sensitive government building. Situations like this highlight the ongoing tension between individual liberties and law enforcement authority. And in many cases, the legality of these encounters is ultimately decided later in court.
Okay? I do that. About 3 weeks ago, someone shot about 9 to 15 rounds off in the back of Meriden Police Department. Came cruisers hit the building. All right? It kind of heightens our awareness a little bit about people being around the back lot when it's unsecured and we have people coming in. All right? That's why we're making sure. All right? That's the only reason I'm talking to you. I'm aware you didn't do anything. It's fine. Have a good rest of your day.
Okay. You are aware that you took an oath to uphold the Constitution. You just violated my constitutional rights. You're required to suspect me of a crime before you detain me. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
So, what crime did you suspect me of committing? Do you feel bad when you violate your oath? You swore an oath to protect us and to uphold the Constitution. Do you feel any guilt when you don't uphold that oath? What about you, sir? What's your name and badge number? Officer Maturo. Do you feel guilt when you violate people's constitutional rights? You took an oath to honor the Constitution. How do you feel about that?
This encounter raises several important legal questions. Did the officer have reasonable suspicion to detain the man? Was filming the police department actually illegal in that location? And were the officers responding appropriately to a security concern or overstepping their authority? Encounters like this show how complex the balance can be between public safety and constitutional rights. And that's why situations like this continue to spark debate across the country.